Hey, 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 Sagittarius. Hello. This reading is for you for the year 2023. I'm going to start with this great deck, great in terms of how big it is and how many cards there are. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle. The Lemurian Star Child Oracle. It's an oracle deck, and I'll start with picking a card from here for you, and then communicating what comes to me from there. And then we'll move on to the other parts of the reading. Let's see what comes up for you, Sagittarius. Sagittarius for the year 2023. Okay, she says. Now, the card that has come out is Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. You are loved, you are safe, rest now, sleep well. It is about time, Sagittarius. You have been running around like a top, crazy because of life's responsibilities, and you stand to the challenge of your responsibilities always, always. But what happens, Sagittarius, is that you become depleted. Your desires, your needs, your life, your everything, even food, you let it by the side just to take care of your loved ones, your work, you're committed. And everyone looks to you as a leader. They do. Even your family looks to you as a leader. You cannot fault them. You cannot burn out. And this is telling you, look, the end of 2023, the end of 2022 is seeing you with a little bit of burnout. But you're positive. You're happy. I see this as you have stars in your eyes, Sagittarius, stars in your eyes, because you know that the festivities, especially the time that you will be spending during the last weeks, or the time you have spent, depending on when you see this video, has given you such a boost. And the card here is Divine Cosmic Mother Womb. Whether you're a male or a female, you are the harborer of life. And it's such a huge responsibility. It's such a huge responsibility. You'll be well rewarded in 2023. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Now here, this is another oracle deck called the Lenormand deck, created by Madame Lenormand in France, but the Germans also lay claim to this deck, to this system of reading. 36 cards, and a grand tableau is when all 36 cards are being laid out. But I fashioned a mini grand tableau to help me do readings for the year, the entire year, and I'll show you how that's done. Every card I lay out has a house. Okay, has a house. And the cards fall on certain houses that I will talk about afterwards. But I'll use these cards here to talk about the different trimesters: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, and October, November, and December. Now, let's see. Let me check the cards a moment. Okay. Now, the first 3 months, January, February, March, sees you coming, Sagitt, in the year with a little bit of, your head is still in the clouds from 2022 and all of those responsibilities, but that clears up. That clears up because you're so lucky in that period of time. So lucky. When you finally believe that no one has a family like me. You know, you say to yourself, no one has that support that I have. What am I doing? Worrying so much about the responsibilities. This is the ongoing monologue, interior monologue that you have, Sagittarius. And then the next trimester, April, May, and June, again, the period, it seems that the first 9 months, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, some September, all begin with this sense of foreboding, you know, as if something bad is going to happen. Here too, it happens again. And this, more than any of the other periods, talks about a relationship that you're afraid of losing, but you don't. It is strengthened. Increased health is injected into that relationship. It becomes a mature relationship for all the reasons that underlie situations like this, all of the experiences you've had together. We've gone through thick and thin. Don't you remember? You know, and this comes out. But there's a lot of work that you will be doing, Sagittarius, in terms of a relationship in the second trimester, April, May, and June. Keeping it strong, telling each other that yes, we have what not many people have. Then the third trimester, odd, July, August, and September, starts out really, really, really difficultly, the entire trimester. Look, if there's something of the year 2023 that you want to eradicate, it is those months, July, August, and September. There will be upheavals in your life. You will see people come and you will see people go. You will see friends devastated. You'll see family members that will have very much of a hard time. And you'll be involved with the institutions because of certain things that happen to you during those 3 months. We'll look at each individual house and we'll clarify that a little more. Then we have the last trimester, October, November, December. And here finally, the year is coming to an end, but you feel lucky, you feel blessed, there are so many beautiful surprises coming your way. You feel safe and secure. Money has come to you. There's so much that you have to be thankful for. You are giving thanks and are showing your gratitude toward the world, because 2023 for you, Sagittarius, will mean a coming of age, a growing pattern in terms of your life. You're going to see your life in review, and the people who interact with you are going to put up mirrors. You know, your partner, your children, your father, your mother, your friends. Basically the family, though. Look, don't you see what's happening to yourself? Lighten up. Please take things the way they are meant to be taken. Now we're going to go to the individual houses. The house that concerns endings and beginnings is cause for concern, but they are very, very slight. It's a slight concern. It's more like business as usual. You have to deal with things. I do deal with it. They're just a cog, a little glitch in the cog of life, in the wheel of life. And the area of the spread that concerns surprises are in a certain way. Initially, when something occurs that is a surprise, you take it negatively. You think, oh my God, another thing I have to take care of, another thing. Instead, and it's true, I will not hide that from you, Sagittarius. I mean, you're going to have to deal with some pretty important things during the year 2023. And it has to do, like I said, there's going to be comings and goings and having to make big decisions, big life decisions. How do we deal with this? What do we do with that? And what about this? And how are we going to deal with, so there's going to be a lot of decisions to be made. concerning situations that are not always pleasant for you. And the area of concern that deals with endings, yes, you're going to be seeing something end. It may be the end of a person's life that is very dear to you. Could be a friend, could be a family member, could be an elderly parent, could be a grandparent. There's something, it's a cycle of life, and you see the cycle of life. But Sagittarius, it is, you take it with so much difficulty. So remember this, that I'm saying it to you when it does occur. And I'm not saying grin and bear it. The other day, I cried all day. Must have been about 7-8 hours. I was crying, sniffling and then crying more. And I knew that I had to get all of the emotions out that I was probably holding in for so long. This is what I'm talking about. And it's not a negative thing, but it might seem to you because you don't show your emotions very easily at times. Then the area of concern that talks of oral communication is your forte. Remember this, Sagittarius. Use the written word. Intervene between people. Be the peacemaker. Be that go-between that people need so much. The intermediary that is so often sought after, even just in terms of a word or two of comfort. Then we go to the area of your work and livelihood. This, with the key in that position, it's probably the most stable area of your life, your livelihood and your work, where things are not only more as usual, they will be better than usual. You will be getting promotions, raises, a constant renewal and reminder that you are much desired on the job. They count on you. You are a very key figure. Then the area of concern that discusses your sense of security. Well, you've been working toward this. It's a moment of maturity. And this year, 2023 Sagittarius, tells you, okay, I understand that I've worked towards this. All of my studies, everything I've done, my plans, projects have brought me to this. Despite everything that's happening around me, the cycle of life is happening, and all I've done so far was study, work, make money, family, this, and this is a good thing, not a bad thing, okay? So your sense of security is going to get you through all of the difficulties. Then we have the guidance area of concern that relates to how you receive guidance and what comes to you. And this is a crucial moment here. You will be guided by an extremely difficult situation. And I'm talking here about a life-death situation and how it is that situation is going to guide you back home to your emotional life. And thank God for that, because some people who don't have that guidance and that link being, that missing link coming together, their life, it becomes ruined for the rest of their life. Then the area that deals with the home. This is your sense of security, not only your work, but the home. Home is where literally your heart is. Money is on the job, but home is where your heart is, and that is your stability as well. You can count on your family members whenever you need them. That is a rock. They represent a rock. Then the area that works with public life. When you speak, when you interact with others, when you have anything to do with another human being, whether they're doctors, lawyers, Indian chiefs, hospitals, schools, and when you speak, that is your calling card, your very lucky calling card. You're always looked up to, always revered, respected, and even people become even a little bit envious of you because of your talents in that regard. Then the obstacles that you have to face in 2023 concern your health. And this could be little nuisances, could be, cholesterol level. It's not a nuisance, I understand that, but things that you can change. It could be emotional instability because of all of the overload of responsibilities you feel. But your health is going to need your attention. It could be mental health as well. Then the decision making. Decision making is going to concern how you deal with someone who's no longer there. All right, decisions of how to remember them, decision of where to put them, decision of how to accompany them to their other, to the afterlife. You're going to be called upon to make decisions of responsible decisions. You will be the family member people turn to in this sense. Whether it's your family or another family or a family that you're linked to. So, they're going to come up on your plate. They'll be on your plate. Okay, so be ready for that. Then problems that are more or less nuisances, like a flat tire, things like that. And they're going to be linked to money matters, not only money going out and coming in, but all of that in and out is going to be occurring when you have a lot of emotional things to deal with. But remember that we said your sense of security and your livelihood, you are in no way going to have any difficulties with money matters. You're going to miss time. You're going to need more time to deal with them, to put them in the bank, put the money in the bank, or to know how to invest it. And that's the only nuisance you're going to have concerning money matters. Then something hidden, the area of the spread that has to do with something hidden. And this has emerging in the year 2023 will always be concerning the home. Things that have not clearly emerged in the past will be emerging in 2023. Matters of written communication. That is an area that you're going to be very much involved with in order to find stability once again. And this talks about life cycles as well. Life cycles, bringing stability to life cycles. Written communication has to do with documents as well. Documentation, documents, deeds. Then, male influences in your life. Male influences in your life are linked to institutions. And this can be read in so many ways. This is a general reading, ladies and gentlemen, Sagittarius friends. This could be a male who is the cause for you to go to institutions to seek documentations, for example. Or a male in an institution that will be guiding you on how to take certain decisions. Female influences are those that will give you the greatest support. Turn to women. Turn to a woman who can counsel you, who can have you cry on their shoulder, who can give you much needed emotional advice because you're not sure how to take certain things. So now is the time where we use the runes. I'll crown the reading with the runes that I love to use. These are antler teeth. They fall out and they are not extracted. Okay, now we've got, I can't hide this reading. I can't, how can I say, I cannot tell you something that's not there, but I do find very interesting. All right, now look, I've got 3 runes here that are Merkstave that will give you a hard time, and let's go with those first. Here. Tyr, you can see, is in a Merkstave position, and Tyr is the rune that talks of victory in competition. Extremely motivated you are, but this is Merkstave, and there's an increase in money. The increase in money is there. There is no victory to be had in terms of a competition. There is no competition. You are the one who will be calling be called upon to deal with certain life importance difficulties. Then we have Lagos. This is also a Merkstave. Usually it's intuitive knowledge, good learning, and all of that good stuff, gooey emotional stuff. That is going to be a problem for you. The emotional side to your life is going to be called into question. Not called into question, but it's going to, you're going to get a rough road. You're going to have a rough road in terms of your emotions. And we saw that. We saw that. And the last Merkstave rune is Awats. Awats talks about shifts, movements, changing of houses. No, it's not anything to do with that, but it is a gradual development and there's steady progress. That, yes, all major decisions, all major decisions concerning your home and change and all of that were made in 2023. You made decisions. You probably have purchased a house and that is moving on its own, right? But this has to do with gradual development. Then we have some lovely, the last two are absolutely out of this world. All right, we've got Gifu. All right, now Gifu is a gift and a partnership. And we talked about you having to mend or mature in terms of a very important relationship in your life. And it points to important developments in that relationship. And then Sawilo, my favorite rune, success. When all is said and done, when all is said and done, one more time, when all is said and done, Sagittarius, you are successful in riding those ups and downs that life will present your way. I do hope this was of help to you, Sagittarius. Do enjoy your holidays and have a happy new year. Namaste. And until we see each other again, bye-bye.